Sometimes in life you feel like absolutely nothing is going your way. Maybe you're not gonna make rent, maybe your job is going nowhere and very quickly, something along the lines of that. But no matter what happens to you in life, no matter how bad things get, you can always be thankful that you're not Mitsuki. Yes, we're talking about Kappa Mikey again, and let me tell you, it's not gonna be the last time. But that's a story for another day. Right now, we're gonna talk about Mitsuki. See, for Character Quest Part 2, I was very strongly debating between two characters from Kappa Mikey, Mitsuki and Ozu. Mitsuki won out in the end because she has a more interesting story to tell, but that's not to say that Ozu's not gonna get his time to shine, but that's probably gonna be in Character Quest 4. Why not Character Quest 3? Well, talk to me when that comes around and you'll see why. Mitsuki is one of the nicest, sweetest people in the entire world. However, everybody gives her crap for it. Or maybe not for it, but in spite of it, just something, I don't know, she just can't catch a break. The poor girl gives everybody everything. In fact, she's given multiple kidneys to multiple people according to the show, which is weird. I thought people only had two, but let's just say that because she's animated, she can regenerate them, okay? Yeah, let's go with that. Mitsuki is best friends with Lily, regular friends with Gonard and Guano, and is absolutely obsessed with Mikey. However, none of these people give her any respect. The person who treats her the best is Guano, but mostly because she doesn't have very many one-on-one interactions with him, so he doesn't have the chance to hurt her. As for Gonard, Gonard basically treats her like a whipping mule, kinda like how Peter Griffin treats Meg, only not nearly as physical. Then there's Lily, her best friend in the whole world. Lily does terrible things to Mitsuki, and Mitsuki just stands there and takes it. Lily tries to sabotage Mitsuki's plan to ask Mikey out on a date purely because she doesn't like Mikey. She's willing to take Mikey away from Mitsuki when he becomes a werepuff. And most notably, she insults and belittles her quote-unquote best friend basically every time they have a conversation. This appears most in the Body Swap episode where Lily is not shy about saying that Mitsuki is the lesser of the two. But of course, there's also Mikey, the object of her affection, who does things like destroy her photo album and not tell her about it until it's absolutely too late, throws her doll collection away thinking that it's garbage and has zero remorse for doing so, and of course, basically pretending that she doesn't even exist. Now, all of this would be enough to drive someone crazy, right? All of your closest friends thinking that you're basically the bottom of the totem pole. But it's not just them. It's everybody. Ozu, her fans, even the do-gooders, a society that she formed that, well, does good deeds. Even they kick her around and use her as basically a walking ATM. I don't know about you all, maybe it's just me, but if I was in Mitsuki's shoes, I would just get up and leave. I don't know where it would go, I don't know what I would do, but I would most certainly not stay in Tokyo because I guess there's something in the water that just makes everybody hate you. But no, Mitsuki doesn't do that. In fact, she remains kind and loyal no matter what anybody does to her. You know those things I said that Mikey does to her? And let me tell you, that's not even scratching the surface. She not only comes back for more every single time, but she shows him nothing but love and support. She will not give up on him. She won't give up on anybody. She's just that kind-hearted. And the thing is, because nobody really realizes that they treat Mitsuki so badly unless things really blow up in their faces, they don't really understand how deep Mitsuki's love for them goes, even if it's platonic love like with her friends. I know this is a bit of a cliched saying, but Mitsuki really is the glue that holds the Lilymoo gang together. Think about it. Lily is an absolute out-of-control Karen and narcissist, Guano is afraid of everything that casts a shadow, Gonard is a blithering moron, and Mikey's really careless and inconsiderate. So, objectively, Mitsuki is the best out of all these characters on a morality scale. She doesn't do anything that's really evil in the series, in fact, far from it. She can't do anything evil. She barely even snaps at anybody. She mostly resorts to crying or covering it up with false optimism. And I think I know why she does this. She doesn't want people to feel bad. Now, you could say maybe she doesn't want people to feel as bad as she does, but I don't know if I'd quite go that far. Maybe that's true, it's entirely possible, but all we know is that really she doesn't like people feeling sad. Whenever anybody has an issue, Mitsuki is almost always the first one to run and help them. Like when Guano's having a panic attack about not being able to write the next episode of Lily Moo because of his writer's block. Or when Mikey opens his brand new restaurant and nobody cares about it. No matter what, Mitsuki's always there to help somebody and she asks for nothing in return. Maybe that's because she knows she's not going to get anything in return, but still, she doesn't even ask. All of this is why Mitsuki is constantly rivaling Ozu for being my favorite character in the entire show. Now, it really depends on my mood, but at least at the time of recording, for obvious reasons, Mitsuki's my favorite. That could change in the next hour, but hey, it's all about right now, right? Who cares about the future? It's all about the present. And when I was writing this script, I realized something. Mitsuki is one of those characters that constantly exists to be abused, right? A lot of times, people hate those characters because of what happens to them or how poorly they're written. Well, first of all, we've proven how well Mitsuki is written as a character on her own, but I suddenly realized something just as I was finishing the script. Mitsuki is actually one of the best put-upon characters that I've ever seen. These are the characters that are often referred to as butt monkeys. Basically, they're just there to take abuse and that's it. Well, let's take a look at some bad examples first, and let's see why Mitsuki works in comparison. First of all, let's look at Meg Griffin. No matter what Meg does on any episode of Family Guy, you can basically be assured that she's gonna get beaten, pushed around, ridiculed, or whatever. It's always the same with Meg. That's basically how it goes every single time. I mean, sure, she'll do something else like, I don't know, insert your own verbs here, but that's basically what you're gonna get, and you know what? It gets tiring. I've said this many times before, and I'm gonna continue to say it until I'm blue in the face, but one of the most important things about comedy, if not the most important, is surprise. If your comedy fails to surprise someone, it's gonna have a very difficult time landing. So, with Meg, at least for me, because I know every single time that there's basically gonna be the same punchline, I just kinda roll my eyes and ignore it, waiting for something else. That is, during the few times I even watch Family Guy, and even then, that's mostly because of my VHS recording collection, as you can see here. Mitsuki doesn't have this problem because not every single joke is about her getting whipped, so to speak. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of literal interpretations of that if you look really hard on Google Images, but I'm not really into that kind of stuff, so let's just pretend I didn't say it like that, okay? A lot of Mitsuki's jokes revolve around her kindness, or her innocence, or her love for Mikey, and every so often there'll be something like her not getting the respect she deserves, or her being treated like a second-class person. Because this style of comedy is used sparingly, it can surprise more, therefore, it has a stronger impact. And for this last part, we're gonna look at two at once. Jeremy DeLongpre and Squidward Tentacles. So, especially with Jeremy, but also Squidward in, say, seasons 5 to 9 of SpongeBob, these guys have one central issue. They can never, and I mean never, fight back. No matter what abuse is thrown their way, they are 100% defenseless against any oncoming attack from SpongeBob, Patrick, Alan Gregory, Richard, or anybody. That makes it a lot harder to sympathize with them, and you don't really like them as characters as much. If anything, the only reason you like them is because you feel bad for them. But that's no fun. You don't want to watch a show and just feel pity the entire time. What's the point in that? I could go downtown and see all the homeless people and feel the same thing. I don't have to watch TV to do that. It's a joke, don't get offended, stop typing. Mitsuki does have a way to defend herself. Not only is she physically and mentally capable, but nobody does anything horrendous to her without her standing her ground. And even when she does stand her ground, it's more of a disapproving talking to or a nasty glare. That's as far as it'll ever get. Remember how I said that Mikey destroyed her precious photo album and then tried to hide the fact that he destroyed it in the first place? Well, Mitsuki got mad and stormed off, but we all knew that she wasn't going to cut Mikey out entirely. In fact, she'd probably be back for more the very next day. But because Mikey gave her a nice gesture at the end, the process was kinda sped up. Even so, Mitsuki is a very capable person. She has every ability to stand her ground, but she doesn't do that because she wants everybody to be happy. Even at the expense of her own happiness and well-being. So, I guess maybe that's why she likes Mikey, because that gives her a chance to do that every single day? I don't really know, but hey, maybe we would have found out if the show kept going on, right? But as it stands, Mitsuki is definitely the kindest, sweetest, most sincere character in all of Kappa Mikey, and according to the show's universe, that is apparently a high crime that is deserving of endless torture. Well, folks, thanks for watching the video. What do you think of Mitsuki? What do you think of Kappa Mikey? What do you think of Character Quest so far? Comment below and let me know, because I'm always excited to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for our final video of Character Quest 2.0.